Congratulations, family. We have arrived. Welcome to Speak. It is here. The Super Bowl is literally now days away. And congratulations to yourself. You made it through an NFL season. Like, really think about this for a moment. Think about what we have witnessed. Think about the time that has passed. 155 days since kickoff. 284 games have been played. A lot of highs and a lot of lows. 852 hours of football we have all consumed for this moment right here. Now, wait for a second. Don't take it for granted, because after the Super Bowl, you realize we got to wait 207 days until the next regular season game. So relax back into your couch, turn your volumes up, grab your loved ones, bring them nearby to watch this show, because this is our last show before a game. Don't take it for granted, fam. Let's head to the desk. Shady, you already ready. You're already ready. You've never looked more ready in your life. You've never looked more ready in your life. I've known this man since 2012, and he's never looked more prepared for anything a day in his life. We'll get to him in a moment. Far end, that's James Jones. This Hoodie Friday. James, how you feeling, big dog?
I feel good. My dog ready, but he said he ain't ready for the show, though.
I got Vegas on my mind.
He got Vegas on his mind. George Taylor, how are we feeling?
I'm so excited for this game.
We're here.
I know.
We're here.
I know.
Shady McCoy, let's get to the chase, bro. We've waited 852 hours of football, 284 games, 155 days. Who in the world wins the biggest game in the biggest sport in our country? Who in the world wins it and why?
And it's not who should win, it's who's going to win.
Who's going to win?
I don't know in a world where you can bet against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl and another world where you can bet against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I'm going with the Chiefs. And not only am I going with the Chiefs, I'm putting 50,000 on it. Cash money.
Cash
It
money.
was 100, but I said, oh, Shay, don't get too crazy. I don't play no more, but listen.
Not that ready.
I'm going with the 50-piece with the Chiefs. I mean, you cannot have bet against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I said this in the playoffs. When they got there after the Dolphins game, when they got real serious, because that was play. They didn't want to play that game. Anyway, when they played the Bills, I said the Bills should win. They're a better team, better players, right? They're playing better. Came bet against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and they won, right? The Ravens, the MVP, Lamar Jackson, that great defense, them young, skilled players. Better team, playing better, the number one seed. Can't bet against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. I won again. I'm going to say it again, The Niners, 7 All-Pros.
7-7.
Right? Better team, more talent. They should win.
Should.
But 2-5 is not betting against Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. So I'm going with the Chiefs.
50,000. James Jones, who wins, big dog? And tell me why.
Well, I was going with the Niners. No, I'm playing. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Smart man.
Only reason I'm going with the Chiefs because I want my dog Shady to win his 50. No, man, listen. Turn the tape on. The last 3 weeks, the Kansas City Chiefs have been the most consistent football team. On the road, in the cold, wherever they got to go play football, they have been the most consistent football team in the playoffs with the best quarterback in the National Football League, with the best coach in the National Football League. Defense playing at a high level. So for me, I can't ignore what I'm watching. I know the Niners during the season, really consistent football team, right? Favored in almost every game during the regular season. But they have not been consistent in the playoffs. Been finding ways to win, but have not been consistent. I'm taking a more consistent team. I'm taking Patrick Mahomes. I'm taking Andy Reid and this Chiefs defense to win this football game. And Patrick Mahomes, it's his 3rd Super Bowl ring in how many years? 4 or 5 years? Lord have mercy.
6 as a starter. This 6 years.
A little 6 years?
Just a little 6 years.
My goodness.
I think the Chiefs win. I think they have the best player in the league in Patrick Mahomes. They have the best coach in the league in Andy Reid. And what James just said is the other reason why, which is they're playing the better football right now. If these 2 games that the Niners just played happened during the regular season, this game against the Packers and this game against the Lions, we would be saying, oh, they're finding ways to win. Because we're in the postseason, it doesn't matter. 1 point, doesn't matter. You win, you're moving on. It is a zero-sum game. But if they were playing the way that they're playing right now and winning the way that they're winning during the regular season, we would be up here on this desk doing segments about, are the Niners for real? Are they going to be able to sustain this? Are they winning the right way? Or are they just finding ways to win? How much value is in that? Can they do that in the postseason? But because it's in the postseason, they're here at the Super Bowl. The Chiefs are playing better football right now. The reason they're favorites is because they have 7 All-Pros, and they were the 1 seed, and they looked great during the regular season. This is a whole new season. And in this season, the Chiefs have been the better team.
Talk to him, Joey.
On the road, against really, really tough opponents, against the best 2 quarterbacks in the league, not named Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. So I have to go with the Chiefs.
First lady has spoke.
Shady, you said how much?
50.
50.
I know better. I know better than to answer this question next to this. I ain't gonna put no negativity near you.
Okay.
I ain't putting no negativity near this man.
Get away.
So who gonna win the game? It's the Niners. Now I'm saying it over here because I know better than to rub negativity off on somebody who got 50,000 large. So I'm not even gonna answer the question right by my dog. Niners are going to win this game, and it's simple. The first reason the Niners are gonna win this game is because before the season, I said, in fact, that the Niners have to win this game. But we don't got to roll that down. We ain't got to roll that down. I've already told you. September 7th, I said it. The real reason I think the Niners are going to win this game, they're in their Brock Purdy before he wins era. Now let me get back to the desk. I already gave my answer. I gave my answer. Now I'm going to tell you my why. I don't got to say who's going to win it anymore. No negativity near his 50,000. I'm not going to do it.
Negativity.
I'm not going to do it.
I'm used to it, man.
We're currently in that Brock Purdy before he won a Super Bowl era. Eli Manning before he won a Super Bowl, a guy. And after he won a Super Bowl, a guy. Joe Flacco, before he won a Super Bowl, a guy. And after he won a Super Bowl, a guy. Remember, the Ravens did not even pay Joe Flacco before he won a Super Bowl. He had to play his 5 years, win a Super Bowl, then he got $100 million. Nick Foles, before he won a Super Bowl, a guy who had a really good season in 2013, and after he won a Super Bowl, a guy. But we're in Brock Purdy's Super Bowl era. It's the Super Bowl year. So for me, the Niners are going to win because we are witnessing Brock Purdy make history. I'm not going to wait until that first raindrop hits my head to now tell everybody it's raining. I'm going to tell you all ahead of time, storm is coming. The storm is coming. Brock Purdy, McCaffrey, Debo, Ayuk, Kittle, Greenlaw, Bosa, Warner, Demo, Ward. The storm is coming. Now, I could wait until Monday and be like, oh, Shady, it was raining. Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm telling you right now, them drops of water you feel, it's because the storm is coming.
You know what's crazy, though? Is last couple days in L.A. has been storming. And it ain't even really stopped. Patrick Mahomes and them been in this thing year after year.
You right?
After year. So all them raindrops you feeling, that's Patty.
On the stadium.
Get your umbrella.
You won't need it at Allegiant.
What will it take? Let me go to you, Shady. Let me not go to you, Shady. You got 50,000 on it, so I respect money too much. Let me start with you, James Jones.
Yeah.
What will it take for the Niners to win?
They have to start fast. If the Niners start the way they started against the Green Bay Packers and against the Detroit Lions, they are not going to win this football game. So for me, the keys to this game is you have to get aggressive. Your first 15, whatever that is, Kyle Shanahan, you have to be aggressive to go down here and score some points. Maybe even have to go for it on 4th down, depending on where you are, you know what I mean? But they have to start this game fast. You cannot afford to start this game slow against Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. And this defense, because if you get in a hole on this defense, the young fella's not climbing out of this. So for me, the key to victory for the Niners is they have to have a fast start. They have to go down there and get points, and not 3. They have to get 7s. We know 3 points is not going to beat Patrick Mahomes consistently. You have to score some touchdowns. So I'm looking for them to start this game extremely fast, and if they want to win, that's what they're going to have to do.
To me, it's Brock Purdy. I know we're passing the buck to the defense, and we're putting it on Kyle Shanahan and everybody else, all the stars, Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle and Debo and Ayuk and Juszczyk and everyone else. It's about Brock Purdy. We constantly talk about quarterback versus quarterback. Well, you can't do what you did against Jordan Love. You can't do what you did against Jared Goff. This is Patrick Mahomes. He's really like that.
Yes, he is.
He's really, really, really like that.
He's like that.
And every time we doubt him, he comes right along, just like Freddie, and just reminds us he's still around, snatching dreams. So I know that we want to say it's Brock Purdy's first Super Bowl, and we shouldn't have these high expectations of him, and it's really on everybody else, and the other guys have been there before, and it's on Kyle Shanahan and all that. I think Brock Purdy he's going to have to play a really good game. He can't turn the ball over. The Chiefs are going to make you pay for that. You can't make big mistakes. He's going to have to make some plays, probably with his legs. He's probably going to have to play off script a little bit. And that's a lot to ask of a really young player that came into this league with absolutely no expectations. But you're not there anymore. Now you're in the Super Bowl. There are expectations. So I don't want to put too much on him, But I don't see how they win this game if Brock Purdy plays the way he's played the last few weeks, if he starts slow, or if he turns the ball over. So maybe he doesn't have to have some unbelievable statistical game, but he does have to play a really clean game and a really smart game if he's going to win this.
Do you want to answer this question?
Yeah, I'm going to flip it, though. How should the Chiefs win?
Okay. What will it take, 2-5, for the Chiefs to win?
I just think a lot of that's Andy Reid, right? I think if you watch the last game, or last Super Bowl with the Eagles, you see that what makes Andy Reid a great coach, right? The plays he called, things that you didn't scout for, things that you didn't think about that he ran, right? All that jet motion, fake jet motion out there in the open flats, boom, like things like that they need the Chiefs to do. And Patrick Mahomes, he got to be special. Yeah. He got to be that special player that makes the difference. Yeah, we know that your team is not as good as the Niners. Yeah, we know you don't have as many all-pros as the Niners. But what y'all do have, they have you, right? You have the connection with Travis Kelce. I need them to align like they normally do. When we watched them last game against the Ravens. Why that game got out of hand so quickly is because they came out firing. Nobody expected the Chiefs to go up and down the field the first 2 drives to score, let alone a touchdown, right? So I think they need the same thing. I think if you shock the Niners defense, because one thing is they haven't been playing well. If you haven't played well, you're not super confident. I think overall you're confident because of the players and what your identity is. The Niners defense, it just shakes you a little bit, right? Until you watch the tape, until you play them. You go out there and you score. Fred Warner's a hell of a player, but he can't do everything, right? So I think if we can kind of find a way to score early in this game, it's going to be a long day for the Niners. Yeah. And you put pressure on Brock Purdy, right? Let's find out this game. Let's find out on the Super Bowl Sunday, are you a game manager or are you a game changer, right? Put him in that situation where we've got points up, you got to score. Yeah, don't worry about them all-pro defense. It's on you. Yeah. Can't throw them turnovers. You can't have them pass them bad reads like you did against Green Bay. We're going to catch them picks. So I'll leave it like that, man.
More important, Shady. What happened?
Just how he turned away.
Shady is in that zone right now.
You're
not feeling the energy. Shady came in here like
turned away nice as well.
Oh, let me ask this question, because as you were talking, I was thinking about this question for the table. What is more important, Shady, starting now with you? The Chiefs' offense or the Chiefs' defense? Because we know how good that Niners offense is. So what is more important? Who needs to have a better game, the Chiefs' offensive side of the ball or the Chiefs' defensive side of the ball?
It's got to be Chiefs' offense. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They got Patrick Mahomes. See, the good thing about this Super Bowl is different from all the other ones is that there was a lot of pressure for Patrick Mahomes. I remember in 2019 when we played the Niners, and he was kind of worried about Bosa. I'm going to just be honest, right? That pass rush at that time was different. It wasn't more the secondary. It was more of the linemen, and it was more of the linebackers. And he was worried about it. And he was a lot younger, right? There was times we should have stepped up in the pocket. Even the late completions to Tyreek Hill, right? You should have been through that pass. Drifting. Right. Worried about the rush. He's in a different light now. And then the defense is so much better. So think about this. If they're averaging up 14 points to the offense, this is the Chiefs defense, they're only giving up 14 points. Knowing that as a quarterback, as a guy like Patrick Mahomes, you feel more confident. Okay, cool, I can do my thing. I don't have to press. I don't have to make all much amazing plays. I can play in my game and play in the system. That's why you haven't seen him turn the ball over in the playoffs. The defense is balling. That's a big difference. So I just feel like the pressure's not on him as much as you would think because the defense is playing so well.
Yeah, we have not said Chris Jones and Spags, the defensive
and they own it.
And they're giving up 14 points. And we ain't even said their name on this show, on a lot of these shows that's going on, because the Chiefs are built offensively.
Yeah.
Mastermind head coach calling plays, the best quarterback.
What did you call him? I'm sorry.
Mastermind coach calling plays.
Head coach.
Right? The best quarterback in the National Football League. We had a conversation. Is he top 3 ever? So this team is built offensively. Whether it's quick game, whatever it may be, this team is built behind Patrick Mahomes. So if you ask me, if the offense does not show up and play, Shady loses money. Right? If the offense show up and play, which they will, Shady gonna be leaving on Sunday a happy, happy man. You, not so much. And Shady will be happy if Patrick Mahomes and this offense show up, but it has to go through the offense.
Yeah, I think it does too. I mean, that was the question about this team all season long. Defense been playing well.
Yes, they have.
So I don't have questions about whether or not they're going to show up and how they're going to look. And, you know, nobody is going to be perfect from the beginning to the end of the game. But the person that you're going to expect, the person that we're going to talk about, the person whose pressure is on is Patrick Mahomes. They're the ones that have struggled all season long. So I don't see how, especially when you consider all of the amazing players that the Niners are bringing to the table, and particularly on the offensive side of the ball, how if the offense doesn't show up, if they're dropping balls, if something doesn't happen with Mahomes and Kelsey, if they don't make the plays that they've been making, it's going to be a rough outcome. So I think it's all in the offense.
Now, for as good as Patrick Mahomes is, and he is great, in the Super Bowls, he's just been good. He got 5 touchdowns. He got 4 interceptions. Against the Bucs, when Shady beat Patrick Mahomes, when Shady was playing for the Bucs, Patrick Mahomes had no touchdowns. He had 2 picks that game. We all remember Patrick Mahomes' first Super Bowl. He threw 2 interceptions against the Niners. Now, that last Super Bowl against the Eagles, he went crazy. But collectively, Patrick Mahomes in Super Bowls, he does bleed. Yeah. He's human. You cut him, you will see blood. Shady, is there any chance in your mind that Patrick Mahomes bleeds this game, figuratively speaking, obviously, because he does show his humanity in Super Bowls?
One thing about it, keep the main thing.
The main thing.
Win the game. 2 picks, no picks, however you want to cut it. Win this game. That's one thing about Patrick Mahomes I give him credit for. Yeah, it might look ugly, might look bad, might look great, might look whatever it may be. He going to win that game. And this ain't a regular game. This is the Super Bowl. This is the last one of the year. So if it was like, I don't know, week 15, week 11, I would talk about it. Oh, man, you played bad. I don't know. Be more consistent. Who cares? Win this game and get that ring.
That's all it is.
You know what's crazy, though? First Super Bowl, he said he was worried about Bosa, right? The Super Bowl, he beat Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes still running for his life. So you want to make him bleed? Bosa.
Yeah.
What's my name?
Chase Young.
Armstead.
Yeah.
You guys going to have to get after Patrick Mahomes. Every play, consistently. When Tom lost his Super Bowl against the Giants, OC, Tuck,
That's true.
my man that worked with us, Strahan. They were after Brady every single play. Philadelphia, standing back up there in the pocket, not 1 sack, and we see what he did. So if you want to make him bleed, you got to get pressure on him.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.